The sudden announcement of the new cooling measures on both HDB and private properties caused a stir among Singaporeans, leaving many to wonder if they can ever afford a house or how they can continue to stick to their initial plans without huge changes. Hi everyone, this is Lorraine, and in today's Level Up video, we will be sharing with you on how the new cooling measures will and will not affect you, and how the real estate market will look like in the upcoming years. Before we begin, let me do a quick summary for those who are still lost. Starting from December 16, 2021, Singapore has reduced the loan-to-value for HDB granted loans, tightened the total debt servicing ratio, and raised its additional buyer stamp duty rates. So how do these rates affect first-time buyers and non-first-time buyers? For first-time buyers who are eligible and are intending to use the HDB loan, your LTV limit is no longer 90% but 85%. This means that the maximum amount of loan you can get from HDB is lesser. Let's say your HDB flat is $500,000. Previously, you were able to borrow a maximum of $450,000, which is 90%. With the new cooling measure, you can only borrow up to $425,000, 85%, which is $25,000 lesser. Hence, the new cooling measures reduce the maximum amount potential buyers can borrow from HDB. Those using bank loans to fund your HDB flat purchase will not be affected as the LTV limit for loans obtained from financial institutions remain unchanged at 75%. Before I move on to TDSR, many of you may get confused between TDSR and LTV. So let me clarify the difference between these two first. The LTV limit is a limit that HDB or banks can lend us, but TDSR calculates how much the bank can lend us based on a portion of your gross monthly income. Let's say you're a couple earning $8,500 a month combined and both are 30 years old with no other loan. The TDS limit is now 55%, previously 60%. The total amount you can use to service your monthly payment is $4,675 a month, previously $5,001. Doesn't seem like a significant difference yet, right? But let's break it down. So for a total income of $8,500, a threshold of 55% of total income is $4,675. The monthly repayment of non-property loans such as your car loan, which is very common, usually stands around $800 to $1,000, and balance income for property loan would be $3,675. Based on a property price of $1.5 million, and if we take a $1.125 million loan, which is 75%, with a loan tenure of 30 years and an interest of 1.2%, our monthly mortgage repayment will be $3,723, which exceeds the 55% TDSR, therefore you won't qualify for this loan. If TDSR ratio had stayed at 60%, your balance income for property loan would be $5,001 and you would have qualified for this loan. So what you can do now is only to free up your monthly obligation of at least $100 to be able to qualify for the loan. Hence, these two measures may not have affected the cost of your first home, but they will require you to pay for a larger portion in cash or via your CPF savings. As for ABSD, Singapore citizens and PR who are buying their first property will not be affected as rates remain unchanged. For more than first-time buyers, the rates are as such. The hike will affect property investors, both local and foreigners, as well as entities such as developers, which would then mean that developers will take a more cautious approach during their en bloc selection. It is now made more expensive for this group of affected individuals or entities to purchase property in Singapore in hopes that it might cool demand or slow down the rate of the increase in prices, which is undoubtedly inevitable. What the government is trying to do is to protect first-time home buyers and promote a stable and sustainable property market. So the golden question of whether this will lower home prices. A clue for those that can't wait is that this is almost similar to the 2018 cooling measures, and if you realize that price didn't exactly drop significantly, but instead it slowed down the rate of transactions only. So do remember to stay tuned to our next episode on how we time the property market cycle to enter and exit at the right time. If you have any questions or require any assistance, feel free to contact us at Home Central. We hope to see you in our next Level Up video. Like and subscribe for more of such videos. Thank you and see you in the next one.